Hey, what's up, everybody? Love and light. Hope you're feeling balanced and beautiful today. I want to share something with you. Let's take a second and reflect. It's actually a beautiful time to do that right now, if you know. So, imagine for a second. From birth, you were blindfolded and you couldn't see. And someone or some people or something has been taking you places that you couldn't see. And one day, years later, the veil was removed and you could see now. Where would you be? How would you know where you were at? How would you know not to backtrack? You see, when you don't know where you came from, it's hard to know where to go. Because you never know if that step could be a back step or a step forward, a progressive step. You see, this is what history is. It's the past. It's where you've come from. And it allows you to know exactly where you should step forward to, because you don't want to stay within history. That's called deja vu. It's a loop. And it's not much progress with that. These times we're in, if you know anything about history, it reveals to you exactly the chaos that's going on right now. But you see, history is something that's been taken from us purposely. You see, these people like secrets, secret societies, secret orders, secret information when nothing is secret. It's just about your understanding of it, what you're looking at. I call it a moral compass. And you see, this is why I'm so big on history, as well as the symbolism, which is the moral compass, because they speak in symbols. And it's for a reason. You yourself are a symbol. You're a symbol of something. A symbol of what you've made your life to become. From the works you've done. Everything is symbols. That's why they speak in that language. I call it a moral compass. You see, the discernment is the true component to knowing where you should go. Knowing what it is you're looking at. And also knowing where you've come from, so you know what pieces to move in front of you to pull yourself up to the next chapter of your life. If you know anything about the times right now, it's a great time of reflection. The revelations keep pouring in. It's the great time of revealing. They call it Age of Aquarius. Now you see, this is something that's been talked about for ages, time immemorial. This is why the Mayan calendar had an end date. In other cultures, they call it revelation times. All across the planet, there's cultures that have this specific time and this end time. So what's ending? Life as we know it right now. Life is no longer functioning the way it should. Life is no longer going in the directions that we know it should be going. And we know it now. This is the end times. And there's a great shift and a great change happening right now. There's a great shift and a great change economically, socially, culturally. There's cultures that people no longer accept as their truth. And this is scary for some people because they don't know the history, where they've come from. So they don't know where they should go. Because you see, one thing about not knowing where you've came from, if somebody else looks like they know where they're going, and since you have nothing to stand on for yourself of where you should go, you might be persuaded to follow that person. So thus has been the story of humanity for quite some time now, following cultures and traditions, but not knowing why or where they come from. Where this time of Aquarius is here to reveal all. The great water bearer, pouring water into the cosmos, water of truth, Water holds memories. Make sure you drink some. And so there's been many beings coming to the planet at this point, revealing light and truth. Myself, I was born near the constellation of Aquarius. I could tell you a little bit about what's going on right now. I call it a moral compass. You see, my goal here is to get you to not need me, to not need anybody, to make it a short list. I'm here to give the power back to you. These societies and these cultures and their secrets, this is why they're going wild right now, because this age is the age of revealing of all secrets. And so there's a pressing question that's coming from the cosmos right now. The question is, what are you gonna do for yourself now? There's no more people to follow but yourself. There's no more people there's no more people to depend on but yourself. And once you depend on yourself, you start to notice others who also resonate with what you stand on. But you must know yourself and where you come from so you can know what you stand on and where to go next to keep building on what you stand on. I call it a moral compass. It's symbols, geometry, sacred geometry, cymatics. It tells no lies, and it's not dependent on what another human being has to say about it. The ultimate compass of direction that tells you exactly what something is, so you know whether or not you need it or not. You see, these secrets, they've been giving us a lot of stuff we don't need. You notice in school, you learn for 18 years, right? How much of that stuff in school do you still use? Some of this stuff doesn't even serve you in your life and your purpose. The symbols are replete. The geometry doesn't lie. And I'm just here to tell you, have no fear in stepping into the future. You see, it's a time of great reflection. Let's accept where we're at in life. Reflect on it, whether it's good or bad, which will be just your opinion. That doesn't exist, that's duality. Let's centralize this. Accept the bigger picture, the complete circle, so we can move forward in life and have no fear, because there are certain signs and symbols that always tell you where to go. It's like a green light. And you'll find so many people along the way that love you because you're in the same boat as them. So have no fear stepping into the future. You have beings here that are here to help you because they are you. We're all reflections of one another. So moving into these new times that are shifting in, let's make sure we remember that. I have this saying I like to say, it's the greatest earnings in life are the connections that you make on the journey. Let's connect once again so we can get away from xenophobia, the fear of other cultures, of other countries, because we're all in this together anyway. We all have pieces of the puzzle. Let's stop the fear and let's accept the truth. And there's much truth in light. I'll be sharing it on this channel, but it's within you. You don't need me. You don't need them. You don't need any of this. But while it's here, enjoy it and connect. Much love and light. I'll see you next time.